Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Motivational Monday. Super excited to be with you guys for another topic in hopes to empower you and give you value. So today we are going to be talking about your walk alone. So last week we spoke about 10 tips in order to accomplish your health and fitness goals. Now I want to talk to you today, not just having fitness and health goals in mind, but if you are a person who is trying to maybe create a business, change your life, whatever goals you're trying to accomplish, I want to talk to you today about your walk alone. And I think that this topic is very, very interesting because 5 years ago, I found myself alone with my child. I was a single mom and I hated being alone. I just hated going to the store, hated going to appointments by myself. I really wish that I would have, that partner to be with me, that partner to guide me. As human beings, we desire fellowship. We desire someone to just be there with us. And so back in the day, I found myself really alone. I was really, lonely. I fell into depression and I didn't really develop myself. I just wasted time sleeping because I was so depressed. Now, a few years after, I have completely changed my perspective about being alone and having a walk alone. Now, today I am married. I have 2 children, 1 dog. But even though you have that spouse or that significant partner that is always going to support you with your goals, the circle around you is not always going to support you. People, family, friends are not always going to support you. So many times throughout your journey, you're going to feel like you're walking alone, or maybe you're going to have to fight with your significant other to fight for your dreams, fight for what you want to accomplish, because people aren't capable of seeing your big vision. And that's something that I've learned. When I get a negative response from people, I try not to get irritated. I try not to get upset because I think that the people truly don't know my true desire. They don't know my heart. They don't know my talents and the passion that I have to make something happen. And second is that those people don't have personal development. They haven't developed themselves. A lot of people haven't even found themselves yet. And so they criticize your goals. They criticize your ambitions. Many people are going to look at you like you've changed. And truly anybody who has ambition is not going to remain the same. And that's something that I've learned throughout this journey, is that the more you develop yourself, the more your perspective is going to change. The more you work on yourself, the more you read, the more information you get, you're not going to be the same person you were yesterday. And so people are going to think that you've changed. And many people throughout your journey are going to be jealous because they don't have the knowledge that you have. Maybe they don't have the same ambition, the same desire. They don't fight the same way like you fight, which is perfectly fine. Never compare your story. Never compare yourself to anybody else's story. Like I mentioned last week, certain people have more time. Certain people have more desire. Certain people haven't had that defining moment to fight for their dreams, which is fine. It all comes at different times, depending on how well you develop yourself and how often you develop yourself. Let me drink some tea because I think I'm getting sick again. And my throat is kind of scratchy today. I know that sometimes comments from people are going to hurt when people want to see your change. Maybe you want to lose weight. For me, I know that one of the hardest things for me was that, having 2 kids, before having kids, I weighed 90 pounds, meaning that I had a lot of loose skin. My skin just really stretched out. I don't have a flexible skin. Therefore, I had a lot of stretch marks. I had a lot of just loose skin, and people would just tell me when I started my health and fitness journey, you're never going to have a 6-pack. You're never going to lose the stretch marks. Your skin is always going to be like that just because you're a mom, and it's never going to be the same. And so those were comments that really hurt my feelings, because I knew how much I wanted a 6-pack. Right now, my abs are coming out. However, the lower portion is the hardest to work, you know, that mommy pouch. And so you know, I know those words really hurt me, but they gave me that desire to fight for that body that I wanted. And so, you know, don't have any desire to fit in. Don't have any desire to fit in with the mentality of negative people, and don't have the desire to fit in with people who tell you it's not possible. As people who have ambition and goals, we are not meant to fit in with anybody. We are actually meant to be rejected by many people, because many people don't have that knowledge or don't have that passion and that ambition like you do. So don't get discouraged when people criticize you and judge you. You know, a lot of people are also going to tell you that you don't have enough time for them. I've came across a lot of these comments, you know, and the truth is that we should only make time for those people who matter and those people who are able to pour back time into us. As for me, I'm a person that I really take my time into consideration. Having a family, being married, working full-time, and having a business on the side is really, really challenging for me. So something that I've really understood is that I shouldn't be pouring my energy and my time into people who are not willing to value my time. So, you know, make time for those people who matter. You know, I'm not saying let go of all your friendships, let go of people completely. No, you don't want to do that, but you don't want to have any distractions that take you away from your goal. You know, many people are going to laugh at your goals, at your dreams. They're going to say you're arrogant because you don't talk to them. Maybe you take your dream too serious. You take your schedule too serious. I take my schedule serious. Like, I literally have every hour scheduled, every single day scheduled. And so many times when people want to do last minute things, it's very difficult for me because I am a very loyal person to myself, as bosses don't cancel and I want to be my own boss. So I take my schedule serious. And so people are going to think you're arrogant. People are going to think you're crazy, that you exaggerate. But you know what? You do you, because only you know how much you put into that plate. Only you know how much time you sacrifice. As for me, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be able to work my business and work this YouTube channel. Therefore, nobody is able to come criticize me because I know how much I put into that plate. You know, many people are going to be scared for you to fail. Family members are going to be scared. They're going to think that you have some crazy ideas, like, what is she thinking? Like, there's no way she's going to be able to do that. But you know what? Like I said, they're not able to see that big vision. Anybody can see you, like, physically, but they're not able to really feel and see the desire you have within your heart. And that's something that I've learned, is not to be, you know, talking a lot about my ambitions and my goals. I allow people to see what I'm working on. Results talk for themselves. Get away from distractions. Anybody who is separating you from your goals is not meant to be in your life right now. Maybe when you create your business, maybe when you have a set stability in your business or whatever results you're trying to accomplish, you know, maybe when you've developed yourself so much that you have a strong mind and a strong will, then you can get a little bit distracted. But as for now, when you're getting started, it's very important that you leave those distractions a little bit to the side and think about yourself. I've always said it's better to be hated for what you are than for what you're not. And so people are going to hate you and people are going to criticize you, but overall you have to remember your desired outcome, and you want to, you know, you want to walk alone. You know, if I would have thought about walking alone back in the day, and if I would have been as developed as I am today, I would have took advantage of that time alone with my child. You know, yes, I have a husband that supports me. I have 2 kids that are incredible. But when you have a family and you have someone to be accountable with, it's a little bit more difficult. So for you that you've been on this journey by yourself, maybe you're a single mom, embrace your time alone, you know, take advantage of being alone, develop yourself. And I always give this advice to people who are, you know, single, like, work on yourself right now. That way, when that person comes along, you're ready to commit, you're ready to be serious in a relationship. And so having a walk alone, I know it can be very, very hard. I know it can be very lonely, but there can be so many benefits to walking alone in your journey as well. And if I would have thought about that back in the day, trust me that maybe my business would be a lot stronger. Maybe I would have found myself a lot more. I would have loved myself a lot more. I wouldn't have to be in depression in that time. I wouldn't have to be waiting for a man to come and give me value. I would have valued myself during that time. And so, you know, as your circle is going to get smaller, your vision is going to get larger because you're developing yourself and you're working on yourself. You're going to become a stronger person the more you develop yourself during that walk alone. When people are going to criticize you, it's not going to hurt. When people are going to judge you, it's not going to hurt because you are preparing yourself to win. And that's all you know, and that's all that matters. So with that being said, I really wanted to, you know, do this video to motivate you to embrace your walk alone. You know, take advantage of being alone. If you're not alone and you have a huge circle of influence, maybe you know a lot of people, make sure you're not distracted. Say bye to a few relationships and a few friendships and just concentrate on winning, concentrate on developing yourself, creating your business, you know, getting your results, anything like that. I wanted to leave you guys with that today. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Stay positive, and I will talk to you at the next video. Bye, guys.